Welcome to NFL Talk. We're going to do a deep dive on a game that I think surprised a lot of people. The Ravens dominating the Broncos 41-10. I'm Liam.
I'm Olivia, and wow, that final score really doesn't tell the whole story. I mean, this matchup was supposed to be so close. Baltimore's high-powered offense going up against Denver's defense, which is known for being tough. It was going to be a battle of styles for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And, it's interesting how it all played out. I think we got to start with Lamar Jackson. The guy missed practice dealing with back and knee issues, but then comes back and has a perfect passer rating.
It's pretty amazing, a perfect passer rating when you think about it. It's not just about avoiding interceptions. It's about being super efficient on every single throw, yards, game touchdowns, completions, the whole package.
Right. And to do that after missing practice, it really shows how talented and prepared he is.
Even Bo Nix, the Broncos QB, said that Jackson's ability to perform at that level, even after missing practice, really shows just how skilled he is.
For sure. Now, looking at the other side of the ball, Derrick Henry had a historic day. He got his 100th and 101st rushing touchdowns, and he's already passed 1,000 rushing yards this season. That's the 6th time he's done that.
And the consistency is unbelievable. Henry has scored a touchdown in every single game this season. Think about this. He's joining LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson as the only players to have at least 10 rushing touchdowns for 7 seasons in a row.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's a group of running backs who are known for being dominant and playing at a high level for a long time. You don't get that lucky for 7 years straight.
John Harbaugh, the Ravens coach, even compared Henry to Jamal Lewis, who was a great running back for the Ravens. That's high praise. But it wasn't just individual players. The whole Ravens offense was working together. They scored on 7 possessions in a row.
Yeah, you don't see that kind of offensive power very often. It really shows how deep and versatile they are. Take Zay Flowers, for example. He had a breakout game, 127 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 53-yard touchdown where he just left the Broncos defense in the dust.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then their running game. It's like a force of nature. They've now had at least 100 rushing yards in 42 straight games. They're getting close to the NFL record, which shows how committed they are to running the ball.
Exactly. Now, on the Denver side, their defense had only allowed 2 teams to score 20 points all season before this game. They were overwhelmed by the Ravens' speed and aggression.
Yeah, and they had some really important failed 4th down attempts that led directly to Ravens scores. Yeah. Those mistakes can change the whole momentum of a game.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, they did have that one bright spot, the trick play where their rookie QB Bo Nix caught a touchdown pass. It was a smart play call. And it was great to see Nix break the Broncos' rookie passing yard record. The record was previously held by Mickey Slaughter.
It's a good moment for them, for sure. We also saw Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey back from injury, which is a big boost for their defense.
Definitely. And the Ravens continued their streak of getting sacks. They've had at least 1 sack in 47 straight games. It shows how disruptive their defense can be.
No doubt. The Ravens are playing really well right now. This game makes you wonder, can anyone stop this Ravens offense?
That is the big question. And can the Broncos bounce back against the Chiefs next week?
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how other teams try to plan against this Ravens offense. Yep. They have so many different ways to attack.
It really is a pick-your-poison situation. If you try to stop Henry by putting a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, then Jackson can beat you with deep passes. If you focus on covering the receivers, then Henry can run for a 1st down.
Right, and they're just so good at executing their plays. Yeah. Jackson's accuracy was unbelievable. He was putting the ball exactly where it needed to be on some of those throws. And Henry, well, we already talked about his strength, but he's also really fast, and he sees the field so well for a guy his size.
It looks so easy for him. Yeah. And it wasn't just the star players either. Zay Flowers really showed everyone how good he is in this game. He can make big plays, and the Ravens are doing a good job of getting him the ball in open space.
That 53-yard touchdown was the perfect example. He just took off, and nobody could catch him. It's kind of scary to think about how good he could be with more experience in this offense.
Definitely. They're a complete team, and that's why they're a real contender this year. This game felt like they were making a statement.
I agree. Now, for the Broncos, this loss has to be a wake-up call. They need to figure out how to improve their defense, and they need to do it fast. If they want to make the playoffs, they can't have games like this, especially with the Chiefs coming up next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game. But, there were some good things for the Broncos. Bo Nix breaking that rookie passing record is impressive, even though they lost.
Yeah, it shows that he has potential. And that trick play for the touchdown was pretty clever. They just need to find a way to make more of those good plays happen more consistently.
The Broncos have shown that they can be a good team, especially on defense. But against a great offense like the Ravens, They really struggled.
It just shows that in the NFL, you have to be able to adapt. Teams need to adjust to how their opponent plays, and the Ravens were definitely better at doing that in this game.
You could see it in how they called the plays.
Yeah.
The Ravens kept the Broncos guessing all game. Denver never looked comfortable.
I think you're right. They were always reacting to what the Ravens were doing instead of being in control.
It's interesting because the Ravens are known for running the ball a lot. But it's not just about being powerful. There's a lot of skill and deception involved. It's almost like they're playing chess. They're always thinking a few moves ahead.
And with a quarterback like Jackson who can run the ball well, the defense always has to be ready for him to take off running.
Yeah.
Which creates opportunities for the running backs and receivers.
It's really fun to watch when it works like that.
Yeah.
And it definitely worked in this game.
For sure. So what was the most impressive thing you saw in this game, Liam?
I think it was the Ravens' composure. They never panicked. Even when the Broncos made a few good plays, they stuck to their game plan and executed it well.
Yeah.
And that's what championship teams do.
I think you're right. They have a lot of confidence, and it shows.
For the Broncos, it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
They have a lot of talent, but they need to figure out how to use it. If they don't, this season could get away from them.
Yeah, I agree. They could be a really good team, but they need to find their identity and play more consistently. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to this, you know?
Yeah, for sure. They've got a tough game coming up against the Chiefs, but, you know, I think they have the talent to bounce back.
Oh, yeah, they do. They definitely do. It's just, you know, putting it all together.
This game really showed how important coaching is in the NFL.
Absolutely. The Ravens coaches had their team ready to go, and they made the right changes during the game. You could tell they were prepared.
And for the Broncos, it seemed like they were struggling to figure things out at times.
Yeah, they need to find a way to get all the players on the same page and believing in the game plan.
Well, this has been a really interesting deep dive into a game that definitely got people talking.
A lot to think about, for sure.
So for everyone watching, what do you think was the key to the Ravens' victory? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we want to hear your thoughts.
Goodbye, and see you in the next video.